For second choice coin toss. Edit uniform segment. Entering. Team. Edit uniform. Entering. Edit. Ready. Away team selection Texas A&M % Aggies.
Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Entering play ball onside base. College kick return.
And the Aggies kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Concept error. Inside handoff errors. Outside hand. AHB stretch.
The give to the left. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Calandria. That's caught. It's Nelson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again.
Keep pass. Contact there. Verticals.
They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. Makes a deep grab. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying the left side. Got some room in it at the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
There are there are 5 categories. You have 10 options. General, defend, cornerback, defender, aggressive, concept, there. Coach suggestions, there are 5. Cover 4 quarter, personnel, there. Coach suggestions, there are 5 pass. Custom adjustments.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running inside, it's Owens. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Reed! Grabbed behind the line, it's Owens. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Well, on 3rd and short at field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. 4th down, Reed. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. It's still going to be tough to stop.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. It's complete to the right. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. You've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Cover 3, Saw blitz 1.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. They'll run for it. Down he goes, but for the second time on this drive, they move the sticks on fourth down.
Cover 4 pawns.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on fourth down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes a grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man blitz.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the...
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
AHD stretch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the left side. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Husker! He got a step and just dusted the field. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness, firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
There are 6 categories. You have 11 options. Temperature select personnel. Tight. Odd. Cover 4 quarter. Cover 3 Sky WK.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Reed to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws if you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. He'll throw it. He's got the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Aggies! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
There are 6 categories.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
There are 8 categories. There are 6 subcategories. Options. Coach suggest RPO peak slant.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
There are 6 categories. Only 9 options. Low block ride is selected.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape.
There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. There he goes. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw. It's Calandria. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. A little screen to the running back. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Might be calling a hot route. On the move. Turning it on. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
Well, you got 3rd in California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the 1st down. You either do 2 things. 1, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Category. Number 1, Robert. Blue block right. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. You have 7 up. Cover 2 man. Cover 3 match. Cover 2 man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Reed. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Play action with Reed. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 35, he's open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Cover 2 man.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Throwing Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole, man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
SS2, cover 4 quarter, cover 3 Sky WK.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Verticals, there are 13 categories. You have 36 options for verticals is selected.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to try to get it himself. That's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Calandria. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's the Dukes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the 1st half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Cover 4 Ponds.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition.
DPS over Storm Brave.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
There are 6 categories. You have 9 options.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You have 9 options.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Entering play call, recent. There are 6 categories. You have 9 options. Over Storm Brave is selected.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Yes.
Reed. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. And wings it incomplete.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory.
Switch.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Running to the left. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13.
College kick return.
Nebraska, 22.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
PhD stretch.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Formation. There are 8 normal, QB sneak.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the...
Grabs it inside the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
There are 6 categories.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Custom adjustments.
Right back to the well. There's some room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Entering click kick verticals. There are 13 categories. You have 36 options.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Under fire. And down he goes.
Entering
just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. He's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback.
Suggest personnel, prevent free tight error, cover, pod, cover 3 match.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
A strike downfield. Makes a grab and room to run. The 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
There are 6 categories.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Passes selected. Verticals. There are 13 categories. You have 36 options.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here.
Categories. You have 36 options for verticals.
They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. This time he wants to throw. blasted as he lets it go. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the defense wins that battle, and not surprisingly, they're paying attention. Like, you kind of want to peep over there when the guy already has 3 touchdowns on the day. They're in tune. They know where the football's going. Nice job playing better coverage.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end, that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Barney. Here's a little route, headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first.
And he's in! Touchdown, Husker!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
There are 6 categories. You have 7 options. 3, 5 is selected. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. You have personnel. 3 to 4 type. There are 4 categories.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
They go right back to him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
For categories,
well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Here's Reed to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside. It's Owens.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got his man on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. To the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he added the extra point.
63, Nebraska, 35.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Calandria. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete,
he's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, and the interception will seal it, and they'll go home with the victory.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.